Good morning. Good morning. So I'll hold this video in English. I speak English. Um, I've just listened to rewatched the video from yesterday, number 14, this biographical saga in which I discussing hermetic, and it's difficult for me to watch this video, even though I think almost nothing new besides a little bit anecdotal details that I might omitted, from previous versions of the story, but not the story, this account, of course. It's not a story, it's a real life account, but it's not due at all in various writings and videos, but it's always kind of difficult for me to watch it, because as horrible as it is, it's not even everything. What actually happened was even worse than that. I omitted tremendous amount of details from this video because I wanted to keep it not much longer than an hour. The actual situation was worse than what is described. And the worst thing, the most horrible thing, as I have said many times, including in this video and in other occasions, is that I understood first of all, I understood that this is a normal thing in my life. It's only getting worse, and that it helped me reevaluate other things that happened throughout my life. But later than that, I also understood that this is the way it is in Israel, and it's like that for a long, long time. To some extent, these things happened before even the inception of Israel, even before 1948. Maybe not with no high-tech industry, or almost none, and no fancy lunches from Tel Aviv restaurants, or maybe yes, I don't know. But the general ideas were known since very, very long ago, long time ago, and it should be said very, very simply and very, very clearly. This is not the first episode of this tragedy. And when I say episode, in this context, I refer to my entire life as an episode. But there were other heroes before me, other messengers before me. But it's absolutely the last one. Absolutely the last one. People like myself acted in Israel since the 1920s. I mentioned my predecessor many times. The one that mostly, I would say was active during the 1970s, 1980s, and his mission culminated in the catastrophe that happened during the 1980s in various intelligence services and above all in Israel. I mentioned him a lot, but there were others before him. But this is the last episode. There will be no more episodes. And many people, at least according to the comments, listen to the video or watch the video from yesterday. Maybe they didn't know about such things, even though they are discussed at tremendous lengths in this channel, in other social accounts since 4 or 5 years ago. Since even before this actually happened, like the Hermetic account. Things like that were discussed actually before it even happened. Again, what's special about the Hermetic story is that it happened after the journey already started, and after I already started, blogging and speaking just like I speak now. But of course, with tremendously less information, but because it was years ago, but still, it was after 2019. So people watch it, and they say things like, wow, this is this is presumably these things are since it happened, in the West during the 1940s or the 1950s, or some even say during the time of the slavery, which is this is actually worse than slavery in many ways. And I do not say it lightly, but I discussed it in the past. Some of the aspects of this subjugation is worse than the slavery of the black people in southern United States, and I do not say it lightly, not at all. And maybe I'll replace some older video to discuss the issue of slavery with, more explicitly. So some people say, yes, it's like the 1940s, like the 1950s, or like, the 19th century in the United States. But I'll tell you something. These kind of comments, from my perspective, they completely, miss the mark. They show, complete misunderstanding of what's going on right now. No, Israel is not like Europe during the 1940s or the United States during the 1950s. Not at all. This is Earth. This is Earth. What is described in this video from yesterday night and in many other videos is Earth, not Israel. This is Earth. And we swear the Israelis are not going to be punished for these crimes. Neither the Shabak, nor the Jews. No, 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 no! The people that will be punished for these crimes are the people of the blue planet. The people of the planet Earth. The 8 billion. We will annihilate everybody. 100%. 100%.